Hi, I'm Carmine Gallo, communication coach and author of Talk Like TED, where I reveal the public speaking secrets of some of the world's best presenters. Today I want to talk to you about 5 proven ways to succeed in sales. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, I'm not in sales, so how does this apply to me? Actually, it does, because you're selling and pitching yourself and your ideas all the time. And how persuasively you pitch yourself really determines how successful you'll be. As author Daniel Pink has recently observed, we are all in sales now. I've spent my entire career in communication. Writing, speaking, coaching executives on how to craft and deliver messages that stick. So today I want to talk to you about 5 proven presentation tips that will rock your next sales pitch. Number 1, tell stories. Very few people, especially in business today, tell stories. And yet, researchers are finding that stories literally will sync our minds together. They find that if I tell you a story, the same regions, the same areas of our brains actually light up. They can see this on MRI scans. That means our brains are literally in sync. That means stories can help reach your mind and your heart. They do both, so tell more stories, especially in a sales pitch or presentation. Number 2. Use pictures to tell stories. Now, the traditional PowerPoint slide, which is really full of words and clutter and bullet points, that's old style. You got to get past that. Now, I don't mean never use PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a powerful tool, and you should be using presentation software. But especially when you tell stories, I don't want to read words and text on a slide as you're telling the story. Make sure that you include visuals and photographs as a complement to the story. So use pictures to tell the story. Number 3, express your passion. You cannot inspire unless you're inspired yourself. So don't get stuck in that really formal presentation mode that becomes stiff and boring and overly formal. If you're excited about something and you're genuinely passionate about it, don't be afraid to express it and to show it to your audience. I learned a lot about passion when I interviewed Starbucks founder Howard Schultz. And he said something really interesting. He said, coffee is what we make as a product, but that's not what business we're in. So always ask yourself, what business am I really in? What am I really trying to communicate to the audience? Dig deep to identify what it is that you're passionate about, and once you identify it, don't be afraid to share it with us. Number 4, introduce a hero and a villain. All great movies have heroes and villains, don't they? A great presentation is no different. So always make sure that you have a villain. It could be the status quo. It could be a competitor's product or idea. Maybe that's the villain. Introduce the villain first, followed by the hero. Your story, your idea, your product. Introduce heroes and villains. And finally, number 5, share the stage. Venture capitalists who see hundreds of presentations have told me the most successful sales presentations are ones that have a team. It should not be a one-person show. So if you're introducing a new product, for example, bring along the designer, an engineer, an existing customer. Now, you might say that that's unrealistic, Carmine. I can't bring those people along on every sales pitch. That's okay. How about a live Skype interview? Or perhaps a video clip. So few people use video in their presentations that you'll stand apart. So like it or not, we are all in sales now. You are pitching and presenting yourself all of the time. So even though you may not have a sales title, if you use these 5 proven presentation tips, you will succeed and you will stand apart from the competition.